All right, all right. LDBC, it is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, guys, definitely got a special guest on. You know, she's not a guest. I mean, she's been on my streams. She's very popular on Fanon International Boxing streams. I got Miss Beverly Rose. Beverly, how you doing?
I'm very well, and yourself?
Hey, it is what it is, and I do what I do when I do when I do
Yeah,
it.
it's very, very neutral.
Okay, okay. All right, I like it. I like it. Well, we finna kick it. We finna kick it hard. You know what? Let's just dive right in. All right. So Tank Davis. Tank Davis said that Lomo didn't get hit with a very hard shot. That's what he said. So he didn't get hit with a hard shot. Excuse me. And then he said that he liked his chances against Lomachenko. Like Tank believes that he can beat Lomo. So I mean, maybe you can kind of just talk about that.
I don't think Tank is ready for Loma or Lomo.
Loma, yeah.
I don't know. I really like Tank inside the ring, of course. I like his counter punching, but I don't know if he has the proper footwork to beat Loma. Because I don't know what happened when people get in that ring with him, but, well, actually, I don't know. I feel like I was just buying into the hype job of him for a second there. Loma's actually, the only thing he has is that sidestep. That's really the only thing he has. He's very stationary. He gets hit to the body easily and doesn't make adjustments. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's I don't want to say it's 50-50, but maybe it is. The tank does hit pretty hard. And Loma, obviously he got knocked down. So, actually, I think it is 50-50 now that I think about it. What about you?
You know what? This gonna sound way out base, but I, I'm I'm a big Lomachenko fan. I you know I think Tank Davis can beat the guy. In fact, not only do I think Tank Davis can beat him, I think Tank Davis may have a chance to even TKO him. I don't think he can knock him out cold, but I think Tank Davis has a chance to TKO him. The reason why I just saw, I saw Linares, really using his size, using his size to try to, help him actually win this fight. And that's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw Linares, he stopped Lomo from using all those angles. He stopped him. He was really cutting him off and cutting off the ring well, and he was limiting the amount of movement that Lomachenko was making. And I even saw Linares hitting Lomachenko with combinations. And you normally don't see him get hit with a combination. See him get hit with a punch, and then he'll step out of the way, or he'll use an angle, or he'll sidestep like you said and rotate his hips. But then that's it. But Linares was actually beating him up pretty bad, and I'm thinking, okay, what would happen if Tank Davis? Cause I think Tank Davis is a more skillful fighter than Linares is. I mean, I started thinking, man, maybe Tank Davis does have a chance in this fight. But I'm gonna go with probably a 55-45 in favor of Lomachenko, just because I think
Mm-hmm.
he's faster. But I think Tank Davis can actually deal with that.
You think? Well, yeah, I think so too. Now that you really break down his last fight, he just doesn't make adjustments. That's the one thing I've noticed. Well, not in the sense that he doesn't come back, because obviously he came back, but I think adjustments as in he's always getting teased up. You know, he may have heart. He'll figure it out. But it's not enough to me. I don't think he should be getting hit like that with all the credit that they're giving him. I feel like he should be able to make adjustments earlier.
Yeah, I think they're giving him a little bit too much credit. And you know what? The reason why I like Lomachenko, the reason why actually I like him as a fighter, and I like him as a person because he's very real. He's not going around calling himself the GOAT. It's it's
Mm.
it's his legion and conclave of racist, fanboys that's got on a pair of Lomachenko underwear. They got a Lomachenko piss pot in their house. You know, it's all these legions of these fans, you know, that they worship the ground that the guy walks on, and that's the irritating
Right.
part. Because Lomo acknowledges that there are people better than him. You know, he acknowledges that, and he'll
Yeah.
say, you know, I aspire to be better, and I want to reach that level. You know, and that's why I respect him as a fighter. I think though if he
Yeah.
fights Tank, it's gonna be a tough fight for him, and I think Tank has a chance to actually win this fight convincingly.
I think so too. But who's your final pick?
My final pick, you know what? I got to go against the grain. I'm gonna pick Tank Davis to just beat the odds. Okay, the odds gonna be against him. He's gonna be an underwhelming underdog in this fight, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go with Tank Davis. I think Tank Davis can do it. I think he can pull it off. I think he got the
Well,
skill set, you know, and you know he seemed like he got the heart because he talking about what he would do to Lomo. So I'm thinking, whoa, maybe he really do think that he can win this fight. Maybe he wants to fight. Maybe.
who has the better resume?
I think their resume about you know what Lomachenko though he fought Gary Russell Jr. See, I don't like when people really discredit his resume. I don't think his resume is that bad. It's not like a world class resume. I mean, he beat Gary Russell Jr. He made Nicholas Walters quit. He made Guillermo Rigondeaux quit. I mean, you know, yeah, Nicholas Walters, you know, he had a layoff. Okay, I get it, but you know, this is the guy that they were saying that hey, this the Axeman. You know, he can break anybody down and beat him down. And Lomo made the Axeman quit. He made Rigondeaux the face breaker. Okay, the guy that breaks everybody's face, made him quit. I mean, you know, he beat Sosa, who to me was a bigger fighter than him. You know, he beat him. So I think Lomachenko, his resume is pretty decent. I mean, I don't know, like who is on Tank Davis' resume that just stands out? Like
Yeah, no one really. Not to me, at least. I'm not very good with names. You know, I just pay attention to styles and whatnot. But I can't even think of anything. I know more people on Loma's record than I do Tank.
and that kind of ought to tell you something, you know. And you know, it would have
Yeah.
been nice, but he did. He fought. Shoot, who did he? No, he didn't fight. He didn't fight Tevin Farmer. Nope, that fight hadn't happened yet. No, I mean, there's nobody on his resume that I think, and what I'm doing is off the top of my dome, so I don't. There's nobody that I can name that stands out that like wow, you know, he beat this guy, and this really puts Tank up there. I mean, what? I mean, he beat he beat Mr. Cuellar, but I mean, you know, that guy. I don't think a whole lot of people knew a lot about him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I see, Tank got the skill set. He got the skills. And I think what Linares did, who's a less skillful fighter than Tank, I think Tank has a chance, you know. But I,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go with Tank with the upset. I'm gonna stick with that.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna go with high tech.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that's my pick.
okay. What you think about
I
all
don't know,
this?
like,
Oh, go ahead.
huh?
No, no, no. No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just feel like Tank is I don't know. I feel like he's not focused enough because he's admitted in interviews that he's not even in the gym when he doesn't have a fight. And Loma is always in the gym. Every interview you see him in the gym. So that's why I would pick him. And does he have a better amateur record too?
Yeah, Loma got like 400 amateur fights, but you know that's neither here nor there. But I respect the fact he got like 400 amateur fights. That's a lot. Even if it's
Yeah.
with headgear.
But
That
doesn't Tank have a lot of amateur fights too, right? They
yeah.
both kind of have like the same amount of experience in the sport.
Mm. See, I don't know how many amateur fights Tank actually has. I mean, I don't know that. I'm not finna, be, get
I
on here
think
and
it
tell.
was like 200 or something.
Yeah, and he's only 23 years old, and Loma's 29, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Tank is 6 years younger. See, me, I'm just doing math. I wouldn't think Tank had as many amateur fights with him being so much younger than Loma, but
I don't know. I could be thinking of someone else. I might have to look that up again.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie and tell you I know. I don't know. I don't know how many amateur fights. I know Lomachenko because I follow Loma. I follow him, so I can tell you names on his resume because I follow him. I don't follow Tank as heavily as I do Lomachenko, but you know,
Right.
But you know, I'm a realistic Lomachenko fan because I didn't forget that he lost to Orlando Salido. I didn't forget that, and you know, Orlando Salido. It seemed like really the formula to beating him, and I just seen people that have had success against him is the people that go in there and they just beat him up. Like they go in there and they roughhouse him. You know, those people they've had a lot of success against him. But the people that try to box with him, I mean, it just don't work for them.
Right. I think from the outside looking in, it just seems like Loma is more dedicated than Kane.
Okay, well listen.
And has Loma had any issues or anything?
Has he had what?
Any weight issues at all? Like Tank, because Tank's had some problems.
Lomachenko, he's always made his weight. You know, he's pretty much always made the weight that I'm aware of. You know,